All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go!
Mike.
Yellow.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And that is incomplete here. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 50 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Kill. Slam.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check that. 43. 13. Pick the edge. Go. Check.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Mike, stop your whining.
Complete trip.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2nd and 4. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Hey, high 7.
53's the mark. 53, check 53. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
You're out.
Check 43.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Tackles. Mike's 50. Man, I got you.
Look, squeeze. Ready?
From the gun, Eason. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Ready. 10-2 start.
The give to Taylor. Spinning past him. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, Haywood! 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
To throw on second down, Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, lock it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Hilton. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. You think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
I like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Go,
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
On 4th down, Eason. And the catch made by Hilton. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
First down, Indianapolis.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Go now. 90 Wolf.
53's mine. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Go.
Come get some. Here, one. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. 6 man. Check curls. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Coming.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On the ready.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Protein spill. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike's 50. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike's 50. Here we go.
Keep driven.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Check 37. Check 37. Switch.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. This from 42 yards out. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. 15.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Colts are going to get it at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Second and 9 now from the 21.
No chance. 5. Mike, 53. Mike. Yeah, Mike.
Second and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
52. Watch 52. 52's the Mike. Pick up the ball. Mike 52.
From the gun, Eason. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch twist.
Yellow.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, watch it. Check.
57.
Pressure. Alert flare.
Pilot, 64th week.
He's checking. Crash.
Mostert. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He's got room to run past the 20 as he'll take it all the way up to the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, Mike's 50.
Hey, let's go.
Watch the pass. Mike 50.
Hey.
It's just me and you. Let's go, Mike 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 22-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Bandit. Check, 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 check. 25.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game.
Check 3, check 3. Hatchet, hatchet. Check 31, check 31.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Hardman, the 2nd-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the combine, running a 4.33 40, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position.
You don't want it. Shoot, shoot. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Tight end right, tight end right. Everyone got 4 down.
Mahomes to throw once more. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Hey, Brown 80!
Mike, number 53! Mike, 53! Got one!
Alpha!
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike.
Orange Buffalo!
Pick it up! Check 3!
Now it's the backup, Rivers. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. White!
Now a give, right side. Hines. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
53, Mike. What we got?
Left right.
Check 4!
Now Taylor. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Red Delta! Blue draw forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Set 180! Set 180!
They can't hang with us.
Room!
Check.
Keep it skinny!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got Burton here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Delta!
Throwing, Rivers. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Cluster.
52's the Mike, boy. 52.
White!
Check.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
53, Mike. Come on, D. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 50. 12. 55.
Now Rivers on fourth down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Hey, exit.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Yeah, that's what I do.
Again, it's Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Hey, Alpha.
52. Down to lose 1. Check. 52's the Mike. Check. 52's the Mike. Watch the flag. Motion. Block.
White, 89.
They'll throw again. Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Mike, 53, Mike. Pick it up, guys.
Hey, seam 6.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Good.
White.
Watch the twist.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
At the 29-yard line.
Wide, 180. Attack.
You rush. Chance. Joker. You got tight right there.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Undercrush. Hey, 57.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, 43, 15. Right side.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, 79.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Block 11. Plus 3.
Mike, 53. Mike. Let's get the ball. Let's go.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, Delta.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. And he's got this down to the 35. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
The 1st down throw here for Rivers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go.
12.
53 is the Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
It's the party now. Check.
Hey, ready. Behind.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The Colts on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Zero.
To the air again here, Rivers. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
Hey, Rocket. Hey, Orville.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.